Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am John Kurtz, and I appreciate every single one of you that has already subscribed here to the channel. The growth here during realignment has been awesome. And I'm trying to take this thing to the moon, baby. Let's keep it going. Subscribe if you haven't already. I've got college football content, conference realignment content, coming at it mainly from a Big 12 perspective, but you're going to find something you like if you're a fan of college football here. I promise you. And please, if you can like and comment on the video, that helps me out a lot. I'm honest with you. I'm not telling you that for any reason other than it helps the videos get more views. And then in turn is going to get you more content, right? So I also like hearing from you. You can tell me I'm wrong. I've got thick skin. I can take it. Let me know in the comments if you disagree with me on any of this, or you think I'm right, you think I'm awesome. Just do it. It helps me, and it'll help all of us get better, more content, and work through conference realignment right now. I may have to start with an apology on this one because we're talking about politicians getting involved in conference realignment, which I just generally hate. And I'm apologizing because this is coming from my home state, the state of Kansas, right? So Roger Marshall, that is a name that I have been very familiar with just being in the state of Kansas. He has now made at least one news cycle here in realignment because he's trying to get involved in the game. So he released a statement on Wednesday saying he asked Attorney General Merrick Garland to open an investigation into ESPN's role in the move of Oklahoma and Texas to the SEC. And of course, when this happens, Roger Marshall, who is a graduate of K-State and went to the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Both schools in the state are getting mentioned with this guy. Obviously, they're in the Big 12. Marshall was elected to the Senate in 2020 to replace the retired Pat Roberts, if you want a little bit of background there. But what he's doing here is citing Bob Bowlesby's cease and desist letter to ESPN, basically just trying to piggyback on that, right? He is trying to say that there could be antitrust issues because the ESPN owns all of the SEC football media rights starting in 2024. That's the case that he's making to Merrick Garland. There could be antitrust issues here because all of the football media rights are owned by ESPN for the SEC starting in 2024. Now, there's already a slip up there that's been pointed out by many very quickly as soon as this came out. So the ESPN also has all of the rights to ACC games. There's no comment, obviously, about that. They own the ACC network. So, like, Roger Marshall is missing the mark here in the fact that this has already happened. There's no case here from Roger Marshall that ESPN needs to shut down the ACC network or drop all of the ACC's rights here. So that's something that's already been pointed out very quickly. But the bottom line is, I mean, like, I have been as fiercely loyal to the Big 12 as anybody. And I'm riding with Bob Bowlesby on this thing. If he really has proof, and it sounds like he's very confident that he does about ESPN having some nefarious involvement here, the AAC having some nefarious involvement here, man, pursue it as much as you can. But my understanding is look, I'm a legal novice. I don't know. My dad's an attorney, but I don't know a whole heck of a lot. But it seemed like I'd been led to believe this was all going to be like civil and just trying to get money, right? Not like bringing in the actual DOJ, Department of Justice, like was actually suggested by Rod Gilmore, who was an ESPN analyst when it first happened. I'm not expecting anything like that to actually happen. And to be honest, I don't think Roger Marshall really is either. Politicians do this stuff all the time. It's just grandstanding, man. I mean, he represents K-State. He represents the University of Kansas, two schools that right now are on very unstable footing. Everybody is very nervous and high strung around here right now about what the future is going to be with all of this. So, hey, if you can score some political points with your cronies on both sides of the aisle here in the state, and I don't mean sides of the aisle as in Republican and Democrat, but KU and K-State, I mean, that's what he's trying to do here. But to me, I just look at it and cringe because we see this all the time. And it's like, what do these politicians actually accomplish with any of it? I don't think it's going to really accomplish anything. And if you are going to weigh in, you better be like Texas Senator Lois Kolkhorst. You know what? Just for the heck of it, we're going to throw this in one more time. I had a video on it yesterday. You can go check that out on the channel if you want to see it. But Lois Kolkhorst, who is senator from Texas, a TCU grad, she let Jay Hartzell, the university president at Texas, really have it with a very, very clever jab.
What's your athletic budget?
It's over $200 million. It's probably 220, 225 in that range.
Where does that put you in the U.S.?
Depending on how you count, probably first.
And that's without a winning football team of late.
It's in spite of our football team. We've been winning, just not like we like to win.
3-7 against the Horned Frogs. So maybe your fan base would rather lose to Alabama than TCU. So
Okay, so there, if we're going to have politics in all of this, in conference realignment, I need it to be great quips like that. Roger Marshall, please be more like Lois Kolkhorst if you're going to get involved in this thing instead of just trying to score some points here with, by the way, some factual errors in this Merrick Garland letter. I just roll my eyes at this, and I hope that we don't see a ton more politicians getting involved. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, once again, please do click the subscribe button, like, comment, let me know when I'm wrong, let me know when I'm right. It all helps me. It gets you more content, and we can all enjoy college football as much as we can during conference realignment season together. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.